Hello, Candy. So I'm glad you all are here. I'm just a little anxious. I'm sorry, but like I'm Candy. I run Pokemon Sun for like 6 years now. So let's all have fun. Let's enjoy it. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm Mandz. I'm going to be helping commentate for Candy here so that she can focus on snapping pics of those Pokemon. We are ready to see an awesome run, and so I'll be explaining basically the mechanics of what she's doing so that she can focus.
Awesome. Would you like to give us a countdown whenever you're ready, Candy?
Okay, yeah, I need to restart the console because of RNG. So once I put a character on my name and I press enter, I'm gonna do the countdown. But basically, once I press enter is when the run actually starts. So I'm gonna put the character, I press enter, and 1, 2, 3, go.
So if you aren't familiar with Pokemon Snap, we are going to be taking pictures of some very cute Pokemon. So we're going to start here at the beach, and we have a lot of scripted Pokemon that come into frame, so we know what to expect, and Candy can just take those shots when she knows they're going to appear. You're also going to be noticing Candy looking at the ground and sky a lot. That is because the N64 has a lot of lag, and looking at the sky and the ground makes it so the Pokemon just don't exist because we don't have object permanence in this game. So we're going to be saving the frame, saving the lag. Oh, we got the Lapras there. Good. So yeah, like I said, this whole area is pretty scripted, not a ton of RNG. The Lapras was the only thing that was sort of RNG there. And we'll just be looking at the sky as we're progressing through the level because some levels we can leave at certain points earlier than others. We're mainly going for certain point thresholds in order to unlock levels, unlock items. So we're just going to be chilling, staring at the clear blue sky here at the beach today. The next thing we're looking for here is, I'm pretty sure we're going to have a sound cue, because that is what we do when we can't look at the game, is we need to focus on our ears. And so Candy is going to be waiting for a sound cue in order to know what's going to come up next. And we have the Doduo, and Meowth is going to run into screen right there, and she's able to get a perfect shot. And we know that Meowth was in the middle of the shot there because you can see the little red dot in the Pokeball. And that's all the points we needed for this level. So Candy was able to quit early. And we're doing some optimization here in the menu. We only want to get one picture of every Pokemon because we have to select each one manually for scoring purposes. So we want to make sure that we're doing that as fast as possible. One thing to note is we do need to get 40 unique pictures of Pokemon throughout the game. So all of this is planned ahead of time. Candy has us all memorized. It is very intense. This run has a lot going on to it. I have so much respect. So right now, I think I saw we have about 22,000 points right now, and we need to get up to 24,000 in order to unlock the apple item. The apple item is very important because that's going to get the attention of a lot of Pokemon. We can either smack Pokemon with the apples, or we can make them happy and make them do a little pose for our pictures to get more points. And that is also important to get their attention or to hit things because we have secret exits in these levels, which will let us exit early. And so we'll need the apple here in order to get our first secret exit. So again, we're starting off looking at the sky, and we're going to use these apples here to get a setup so that we get a good picture here. He's going to come behind us because he's agitated. And look, right in the center shot. And perfect. Again, looking at the ground, saving those frames. And we're just going to be traveling through this cave and making things explode. Because we have that ability now. And so that's what's really cool, is that there's a lot of interactions with this game between the Pokemons, like domino effects. You either have things explode and then they fall from the sky, or you pester them and they come out from a hidden place. It's very, very interesting, like the mechanics of this game. So right now, I think we're waiting for another sound cue for Magikarp. What's interesting is Magikarp appears in every level of this game, and they have a Magikarp percent if that's something you're interested in. And what's also really cool is we have evolutions in this game. So the next thing we're going to be doing here is taking 3 pictures of a Diglett, and that is going to make it evolve into a Dugtrio. And that's going to give us more points there. And then Candy's going to take a picture of that orb, which is actually a Haunter in disguise. So we're going to get the setup here for the Dugtrio, and then another Dugtrio is going to appear, which is going to give us even more points. And we're going to move on and do a similar evolution mechanic with Magnemite into Magneton. So we're going to get 3 Magnemites together by attracting them with the apples. And then we're also going to focus on that electrode over on the right, because that's going to unlock our secret exit. We're going to make him explode once we quickly get the Magneton here. And then that'll be the end of this level. And then our next point threshold that we're trying to get is 50,000 points. So let's see where we're at when we get to the scoring page. I think we have time for maybe one donation.
For sure. So we had $250 from the Dread Pirate Roberts, who said, Pokemon of unusual size? I don't think they actually exist. I got your reference, and I love it. Thanks so much for supporting Unlocking this bonus game. Love to see it, and love all the support coming in for Pokemon. Appreciate y'all so much.
Yeah, there's that Haunter we got from the orb. It actually shows up on film like a real ghost. Ooh. We got our Dugtrios there, and we're just filing through the photos, and then Professor Oak is going to tell us our current score. So we are currently at so many pictures.
Ooh, I failed Magneton.
530. Or is that 53?
Yeah, 53.
We're at 53. Wow, that's really good. We're kind of ahead. So this is Volcano. Volcano is like super cool because we have some really cool fire types here. So right here, we're going to be doing a setup for a Charmander and Magmar interaction. So they're going to spawn on a platform, and where they're exactly on the platform is going to be RNG, but we need to get an apple over to the Charmander to make Magmar super jelly. And then Magmar is going to shoot some flames at the Charmander, and that'll lead to a really cool evolution interaction. So let's see how this plays out. So I think that's a pretty good platform RNG right there. We're able to focus on the Charmander. Magmar got an apple there. Come on, Charmander. Yeah, there he goes. Knocks him out, but he evolves, so it's totally fine. Everyone's all good. And then this is also really cool. We knock the egg into the lava, and who appears? None other than the bird himself, Moltres. And he's posing beautifully. And that's all we needed for that level, so we're able to exit early. There was no secret exit. We just got the points we needed and got out of there. So our next point threshold we want to get is 72,500 points. This is really important because this gives us a new item called the Pester Ball. This is the opposite of apples, in which they make the Pokemon very annoyed. But it still has the same thing where we're throwing it at Pokemon. There's going to be interactions. we want to use apples more than pester balls, though, because the pester balls do have a little bit of lag with their pixelated animations when they explode. So, we got a Poliwag there for some extra points. And then we should, yep, there's the pester ball right there. And then we're able to go back in and then do our interactions with the pester balls. So the pester balls is basically what we need for the secret exit of this level. We are currently in a river made of slime. And we're going to be getting some Bulbasaur out of hiding, so we can take a cute little picture of them. Look at them, so cute. And yeah, posing is also very crucial 2 points in this game. We're going to be looking up here. And this is probably one of my favorite interactions in the game, is that we're going to be throwing apples to get Slowpoke and Shellder to come together so that we can get a picture of them together. But then when they come together, we get a beautiful evolution of Slowbro. So we just have to wait for them to intermingle with each other. We get the picture of them both, and we get them when they're evolved. And then we also snap some pictures there for some extra points. Because Slowpoke is over here doing some poses, he'll also give us some extra points. Boom. Cutie. And then we're going to be throwing some pester balls so some metapods can fall. And they're going to fall right in front of us so that we can get a picture up close and personal. And then this is also hilarious. This is considered a pose, is whacking Psyduck in the face with an apple. And then we have a camouflaged Pokemon here. We have Porygon hiding in the shadows. We knock him out with the pester ball. Ah, there's a Cloyster there that could have appeared. Oh, okay, we got that. That's RNG. So that saves us about 20 to 25 seconds. And here this Porygon comes out and provides us with our secret exit, so we're able to get out of the level. And I think we have time for one donation.
For sure. We had $5 come in from City Light Ash, who says, "Congrats on the Pokemon Snap Run. Candy, you got this. Mans, your commentary is fantastic." Thanks so much for your donation.
Thanks,
Appreciate
City. All right, so we get our points totaling up here. And then we make it to the other level.
Ooh, okay. So fun.
Yeah, Candy's picking out the best pictures to get the most points possible before we move on to the next level. And it's another level where we will be utilizing the pester balls with, again, a very cool interaction that this game provides. I really like how the Pokemon are just in their natural habitats, interacting with each other, and we're just invading their personal space.
It's all for research.
It is. It's for research purposes. We're scientists, guys. All right. So here we're going to see a Bulbasaur, and it's like, that Bulbasaur don't look quite white. So we're going to hit it with a pester ball, and it's a Ditto. We get a picture of the Ditto. And we have to make sure here to get a center red dot pick of the Grimer so that we end up with a muck interaction. And as you can see, the Grimers and the mucks, they really like the pester balls. They're a little kooky, a little different. Instead of making them upset, the pester balls make them happy. And we love that for them. And then we're going to be waiting here, looking up at the ceiling for a Jigglypuff and coughing interaction. we are going to hit Jigglypuff with an apple to make it confused, and then we'll be able to get a nice pose from that. Boink. And
Bounced 2 times.
and then we grab the pick of the coughing while we're there. I think we're going to get a pick of the Weeping Bell here, and then we're going to make it evolve.
Hopefully. Okay.
Hopefully. And from the ashes. All right, and then we're able to quickly leave out of that. And then I don't think we're going to need the Jinx backup because we got the Cloister, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't need Jinx.
We don't need Jinx in this run, which is awesome. So I think the next point threshold we're trying to get is 130k to get the Pokeflute. So let's see where we're at point-wise.
Ooh, missing 500.
129. 500 points short.
Almost
Luckily,
no big volley.
Yeah, I mean, luckily this game does have a lot of backups that you can just do real quick. And as you saw, Candy got a picture there of the mountain back there that kind of looked like a Doug trio. This game refers to those as signs. Basically, we are going to have to go through all the other previous levels in order to take pictures of those signs, which are things in the background that look like Pokemon but actually aren't. And that will let us get to the post-game finale, final Pokemon. But yeah, luckily there are some strats to help us quickly get through those previous levels so that we can just snap those pics and get out. So we're just waiting here.
And since you're since you're only missing 500, I mean, I can do the Pokemon volley, but technically you don't need to.
Oh, okay.
Because volley it's a farming points area. So, for example, you can get even 30k in here. So if you're missing a lot of points, you don't even need to worry. Just take a picture of everything. Yeah, it's basically that. But for now, we're just looking at the sky until we reach the waterfall. Oh, the whirlpool, sorry.
Yeah, the whirlpool. I think we have time for donations, though, right?
Yeah.
For sure. So we had $50 come in from Anna Faze, who says, Flame Fatales, hi! And indeed, there has been a lot of hype. Just want to shout out that after all of the fun that we've had, we're almost at $82,500 raised for Malala Fund, which is amazing. Great work, everybody.
So we're going down here. The famous whirlpool. We can actually get something out of it. Just gonna do it for fun, but I don't need it.
Dragonite. Oh yeah, Squirtle here. This is like a visual cue to get around here. We're basically gonna smack them. Boom! All right, we need him to reach the other side of the mountain.
I forgot how to do monkey snipe. I'm so sorry.
Yes, we have to snipe the monkey, and then he'll hit the button for the secret exit, and then we'll be able to get through. And then we're going to go back and I think go through the previous levels. Once we have enough points here, and we got the sign, and we got the Dragonite. And now we'll be able to have the Pokeflute. And I think, yeah, we'll be able to speed through that little R function there. We're able to speed through faster through the levels as we're going back to collect the pictures of the signs. And Candy, I'm pretty sure, is traveling backwards here. This is the fastest way to get through this. And we are going to be looking for some sparkles right there, and that's going to be the Mewtwo sign. So we captured that, and even though that just looked like some sparkles, it's actually a hologram of a Mewtwo, which looks fabulous. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing with the other level, and oh, we got the Poke Flute there. And we're gonna go back, and we're gonna be looking for a Cubone statue as we are zooming through here, taking a beautiful look at the nature around us, every single pixel of it. And so the Cubone statue is hidden behind the smoke, or, you know, the stank cloud that was left behind. All right, we got that there. Perfect. And then that was like the main reason why we needed the Poke Flute. The smoke was able to disappear once we played it. And now we are going to be focusing on the Pester Balls, take the picture of the smoke, and that was a sign there in the smoke. And then while we go back to this other level, we are going to be using a really cool mechanic, because if you've noticed, we are on rails. So we are actually able to move a little bit to the left and right of the rails we're on. So we want to stay as far to the right as possible so that we can avoid the Pokemon, because if a Pokemon gets in the middle of our rail, it will just stop us dead in our tracks. So we are going to zoom through here, and we are going to be getting the pincer sign. But there's a really complicated setup here. We have to, like, lure...
I accidentally missed Pikachu.
Oh, we missed the Pikachu. That's okay. So, but yeah, basically it is a really complicated setup. We have to lure Pikachu out to the egg, play the Poke Flute, then a Pikachu will electrocute the egg, and then we get the sign. So it's really all based off of the interaction with this Pikachu, which, yeah. So there was Pikachu with the egg on the left.
Please, darling, be it. Oh, there you go.
And he electrocutes the egg. We're playing the Poke Flute.
Excellent tuned in music.
And then we'll be able to snap the picture of the pincer. Yeah, it's like we're summoning him like Batman. And then we only have one sign left before we move on to the end game. We are going to be looking for the Kingler sign, which is probably one of the easiest to get out of all the signs. We don't really have to set up for anything. We are just traveling on the rails, and the mountains are going to form the shape of a Kingler, just like that. And then we snap the picture. And then all of the signs put together unlocks our final area, which is called the Cloud area. And you'll see our special final Pokemon. Place your guesses. If you don't know already who's our final Pokemon, who gets a little private. Yeah.
Sorry, welcome to Rainbow Cloud.
It's, yeah, the Rainbow Cloud. Gay rights, everybody. So yeah, this is our star. Mew gets her own little photo shoot here in the rainbow gay clouds. Going Mew Mew. So basically, this is a cycle. So there are a couple cycles here. This first cycle with like the green orb, we have to hit it 3 times, and then the orb is going to turn yellow, and then we have to hit it another 3 times, and then we'll get to the final phase. So now it's turned yellow. And yeah, where Mew is bouncing around is pretty RNG. So it's pretty complicated, especially because the apples have a bit of a cooldown, so you can't spam them in like a bunch of directions. You just have to try and time it right. All right. So now it's a 50-50 chance. All right, we got left. Mew. Awesome. Because Mew could have either appeared on the left or the right there. And we got left. We're about to call time.
And time.
Awesome! Way to
Let's
go,
go.
Candy. That was awesome.
Thank you. So,
Awesome. Any final shoutouts?
thank you for have appeared. This is Pokemon Snap. Please try by yourself, like to play the game. It's a very cozy game. I really recommend. It's one of my favorites. Also, speedrunning Snap by itself is actually kind of easy to manage. Let's say like that. But then master it's kind of hard. But I recommend anything with Snap. So thank you for coming here. I appreciate all the shoutouts. And yes, that was my round.
Yep, thank you for having me. I have not speedrun this game before, but now I feel like I have to. I know so much about it now. But thanks for having me. Thank you, Candy, and thank you, Fatels, for getting us here.